Hello dear students, today we will learn of the method or analysis of an indeterminate structure. The method is having a name of moment distribution method. The method moment distribution method is used to analyze the indeterminate beams and frames, and it was developed by Hardy-Cross in 1930. That's why it's another name is also Hardy-Cross method. In this method, the assumptions that had taken that all points on indeterminate structures are fixed temporarily against rotation and displacement. That means the method begins by assuming each joint of a structure is fixed, then unlocking and locking each joint in succession. The internal moments at the joints which are developed are distributed and balanced until the joints have rotated to their final or nearly final positions. This method of analysis is both repetitive and it is easy to apply. Before explaining the moment distribution method, certain definitions and concepts must be understood. The sign conventions used in moment distribution method is as clockwise moments as treated as a positive and anti-clockwise moments will be treated as a negative. But for drawing bending moment diagram, as sagging moment is considered as a positive and hogging moment will be treated as a negative. And the fixed end moments of a loaded member are had already we have found it out for the standard cases in a previous chapters. The first concept is understand that member stiffness factor. It has two cases, if far end is fixed and if far end is hinge. Like what we said that all the members joined as considered as a fixed. Now let us consider a beam. Let us consider a beam at one end fixed and another end is hinge, and moment M in a clockwise direction is acted at B. The deflected shape is shown in a dotted line, and bending moment at a section XX, let us take section XX is somewhere here, at a distance x from B, at a distance x from B. We will write the moment equation as EI d2y by dx square is equal to RB into x, as RB into distance x it goes, and minus M. Integrating EI d2y by dx square is equal to RBx square by 2 minus MX plus C1. Now using the boundary condition, as we know at x is equal to L, as at x is equal to L, we will reach at A, that at A slope theta A is 0, that is dy by dx is equal to 0. From that we will get C1 is equal to ml minus RBL square by 2. Putting this C1 value in the above equation, we will get equation number 1 as EI d2y by dx, EI dy by dx is equal to RBx square by 2 minus mx plus bracket ml minus RBL square by 2. Again integrating the above equation, we get EI into y is equal to RBx cube by 6 minus mx square by 2 plus ml minus RBL square by 2 x plus C2. Now using another boundary condition at x equal to 0, as we know deflection is 0, that is y is equal to 0. Therefore putting this C2 in this equation, we will get EIY RBx cube by 6 minus mx square by 2 plus ml minus rpl square by 2 into x. Now using at another boundary condition at x equal to L, y is 0. In equation 2 we will get the value of Rb is equal to 3m by 2L. Substituting in equation 1 we get EI dy by dx is equal to 3mx square upon 4L minus mx plus ml by 4. Substituting at x equal to 0, at x equal to 0, at x equal to 0, dy by dx is equal to theta b in equation 3. So we get EI theta b is equal to ml by b. Rearranging the term, we get the equation as m is equal to 4EI by L into theta b. That m is equal to 4EI by L into theta b. The term in the parenthesis is that k is equal to 4EI by L for far end fixed, and it is related to as a stiffness factor at B and can be defined as moment required to rotate in B of theta B. Say theta B as for a unit rotation. Now as we know, k is nothing but the F upon delta. Here F is m and delta is theta. As we know, stiffness, the definition of stiffness is force required to produce unit deformation. Force required to produce unit deformation. In this category of this, or in our case, force is nothing but the moment and deformation is nothing but the rotation. So we get for k, as we get the stiffness k, 4EI by L for the case if far end is fixed. Similarly, case 2, if far end is simply supported. Let us consider a split beam as shown in figure, and it is subjected again clockwise movement of m at B, as just like of in a last case. But here the far end is hinge. Let us take moment at B is equal to summation of moment at B. As this beam is a determinate beam, we are taking moment at B is equal to 0. We get the equation RA is equal to m by L and summation Fy is equal to 0. If we apply, we get the RB value m by L upward. RA we are getting downward, RB we are getting upward. Now again bending moment at somewhere, bending moment at this point, bending moment at a section xx, let us as a section xx from a distance x, from B is given by, again moment equation if we are writing, EI d2y by dx square is equal to m upon L into x minus m. Integrating, we get equation EI dy by dx is equal to mx square upon L2 minus mx plus c1. Again integrating the above equation, we get the equation in a deflection form, that is EIy is equal to m by L into x cube by 6 minus mx square by 2 plus c1x plus c2. Boundary condition at x equal to 0, y is equal to 0, c2 is equal to 0. At x equal to L, y is equal to 0, c1 is equal to ml by 3. So solving this boundary condition, substituting x equal to 0 at x equal to 0, dy by dx is nothing but the theta b. So we get the equation, above equation as EI theta b is equal to ml by 3. And if we write in the form of force, F is nothing but the m is equal to 3EI by L into theta b. The term in parenthesis Again, it is said that